for an outdoor event. So not only are we grateful, the stars and the heavens are grateful to you. So my partners, my friends, my community, my landlords, thank you for all that you do for the City of Oakland. Absolutely in the Bay Area, right? And when I do the work that I do, first alongside my coworkers, all the phenomenal OHA employees, and then take it with our elected here, Mayor Schaaf, our congressperson, our senators. When I take it then to Washington, D.C., we get to speak and are recognized as a program that has partners, you, that provides a subsidized housing choice voucher program that is a model for this nation. And in fact, we're visited next week by the Deputy Secretary of HUD, and she'll be looking at some of the work that we do. And we get to talk about, I get to talk about, Ms. Hassan will be joining me, about how much effort you, our landlords, put into not just providing quality homes, not just units, but homes for the families that we serve, but also working alongside the phenomenal partners that are joining us here today to make sure that the families, often who have stories and journeys that have some hurt in them, gain access to those services that then give the babies an opportunity to thrive, not just attend, but thrive in school. Give the elders an opportunity to gracefully age in comfort and with security and safety around them, and services that help them to not be isolated, and give inspiration to the younger adults, the older youth, that there is a career path, there is an opportunity, there is a way to the next stage, so that that affordable housing unit, you can vacate it, get those 2 months of HAP subsidized that we offer in our benefit package, and offer your home to another family. So for that, I say again, thank you, but I want to make sure you hear you, that this is what you bring to the great City of Oakland, and I get to laud that and celebrate that at the highest levels with the Deputy Assistant Secretary Monday, and just did it with our mayor last week, with the Senator of the Finance Committee and the Congressman of Housing on the congressional level. So just know that if you see Patricia wherever she's standing, she's bragging about you, she's bragging about us, and she's lauding the great work we do here in the City of Oakland. OHA also uses the precious subsidy to help invest in new development. That's something we'll be celebrating next week. In the last 15 years, the Housing Authority has used the Housing Choice Voucher Program, converting some of those funds into what's called Project-Based Section 8, and investing in over 3,400 new units here in the City of Oakland to complement the work that you do. And for that, I want to say thank you to all the folks that have worked for the Housing Authority and laud that. So let's give a hand of applause for new units. But I have to tell you, it's not enough. Recently, a report came out from All Home and estimates that there are probably another 5,000 souls, potentially families, who need an affordable housing unit. So while we're here giving you comfort food that's not a lot of calories, by the way, if you're calorie counting, don't worry about anything you're eating. The team, am I right, everybody? Everything's like low calorie or something like that? It's all comfort food to get us energized so that you can talk about the benefit of being part of the Housing Authority program and recruit and invite additional landlords to be part of our family. And we've got here my friends from the East Bay Rental Housing Association. We're about to get together and try to figure out how to bring about, what was that number I quoted? 1,000 more landlords up into the family. You can help us with that. You know what? I think I can do this, right? Yep. I anoint you as ambassadors of the Housing Authority program. Go out, spread the news, and please help others join this family environment. Michelle mentioned that in the last 2 years we learned not to be afraid, which for all of us was a journey. We're also not afraid of knowing where we need to get better. Several of you have called me and let me know when there are services we provide that didn't quite make the connection. We could get a little bit of an answer on the phone. being responsive, helping to work with tenants that are having struggles. We're not afraid of that information, so please make sure you reach out to all these phenomenal folks in purple. Let us know how we can continue to evolve and get better at what we do, because that is what will continue to make Oakland a model program, and it's what can continue to allow us to provide a home. Not just a house, not just an apartment, not just a unit, but a home. Home where you can feel safe and inspired and comforted and gain that courage to move on. Because who knows, one of the families you host as a landlord today, going through their journey of improvement, could be the landlord of tomorrow. And we hope that everything we do models for the future, right? And for that I say thank you. I could go on and on about the value of our program, but I'd like to leave you with this. When you think Oakland Housing Authority, think of your partner, think of part of your community, because that is the mission, that is the vision that we have. And if you don't believe me, just think about it. You represent a small cohort of those 1,900 landlords who are supported today by the Housing Authority staff to do the work, by one of our commissioners who has championed us in advocacy locally also. Thank you, Commissioner Montgomery. By our chief of police and one of his officers that are here today. And I have a secret to tell you, each one of those partners that are here with us have other community-based organizations and other partners behind them. So don't just look at 4 tables over there. Behind those 4 tables, there's at least, what would you say, another 50, hundreds of partners here to make sure that you are successful, we are successful, the families we serve are successful, and the community of Oakland is successful. For y'all, we are going to go out on this glorious day fired up. We are going to celebrate ourselves in the work we do, and we're going to ambassador and get more folks in the fold. And for that, again, I salute you, and I wish you a phenomenal weekend. Thank you.
Fall short in our service to you, and we recognize that, and we are always committed to doing better. And so what you're going to see in the coming months as we open back up, we've got some kiosks in the lobby that should make dropping off documents much easier. You can literally scan the documents in. You don't have to wait, sit down, take a number. We're past all of that. So what we hope to do is really enhance our service to you. We certainly are using DocuSign for documents, so you don't have to physically come in or necessarily meet with staff, but we're always here if needed. And this is probably,
This wasn't
and this one too. This is maybe 20%. There are about 95 staff in leased housing that do all kinds of tasks. These staff volunteered today. They volunteered yesterday and today. When they hear it's about owners, they're just really excited to come out and support you all. Yeah, so what happens is we kind of float, what can we do? And we have regulations, right? But as an MTW agency, we have some flexibility. And so this is why we can do the incentives, the $1,000 to lease units. If you bring a new unit on the program, we will pay you $1,000, okay? Vacancy loss. If you re-rent to a Section 8 tenant, we'll pay you up to 2 months